Hello, wrestling fans. How are you? Here in Wabbit on NXT for March the 26th, 2024. The show opened up with Dijak versus Shawn Spears. Dijak just destroyed him. Discus clothesline, discus big boot, sit down chokeslam, body shot, shoulder tackle. Picked up the win like nothing. After the match, Shawn Spears was leaving, and Joe Gacy jumped up on the announce table playing air guitar with a steel chair. Then later on in the show, Shawn Spears was leaving the arena, packing his stuff up for the night, and he was asked about his thoughts of losing to Dijak like he did. And he said, "Hey, you win some, you lose some, right? It's only my second match back." So he's like 1-1 for his record. And suddenly, Umafima walked up, and he said, "Sorry that you lost. I was looking forward to actually facing you at Stand Deliver." And Shawn Spears was kind of confused. I was confused what he meant by that. Then we find out why later on. Then Joe Gacy's on top of the roof of the arena, throws a steel chair down at them. Gacy gets no cheers from the fans, no boos from the fans. He gets nothing, and they keep pushing the guy. Next up, Thea Hill with Riley Osborne, Duke Hudson, Adrian Chase at ringside. Took on their debut of Jasmine. That's the new partner for Jacy Jayde. Thea Hill quickly wants the bow ring, hit back-to-back running forearms, taking down Jasmine. A running neck breaker. Jasmine fought back, grounded Thea Hill, and applied a body scissors and held that on for quite a while. Then Jacy Jayde threw in the towel, right? Saying that Thea Hill is going to submit. Riley Osborne dove in the ring, grabbed hold of the towel, and the referee says, "Okay, enough, you guys are going to the back." And then Thea Hill, Jasmine let go of the hold at this point. Thea Hill started crying. And then she just turned around and smoked Jasmine for a forearm shot. Applied the armbar submission for the quick tap-out win. After the match, Jacy Jayde attacked Thea Hill. Jasmine joined in on it. Then Kaden James and AZ Dane came in 4-1, beat down to Thea Hill. And I was like, wait a couple minutes. Sure enough, Daisy Duke and Jordan ran out to even the odds and clean house. The faces stood tall. So probably next week will be a 6-1 tag. Or possibly a 6-1 tag at Stand Deliver. Next up was Lola Vice. She came out and she issued an open challenge to any woman in the back. She issued this open challenge Monday on Twitter and it was accepted. So she's like, I'm waiting to see who it is. It was Natalya. She was a surprise. She quickly grounded Lola Vice. Just ground and pound attacked her. Lola finally got free. Kick strikes to the legs, a spinning back fist, knocked down Natalya. Then she went for a roundhouse kick finisher. Natalya blocked it. Discus clothesline, took her down, went for the sharpshooter. Lola Vice reversed that into a sit-down ankle lock submission. Natalya got a hold of the ropes. Lola Vice went after Natalya. Suddenly Carmen comes out. And her and Lola Vice has been having this beef backstage about who has the best kick strikes in NXT. She helped Natalya win the match because Lola Vice lost focus. She turned around. Natalya blasted her with a discus clothesline again. Rolled her up for the 1-2-3 to steal the win. Next up, Dragunov, your NXT World Champion, took on Top Stacks with Rizzo at ringside. Before the match, Tony and Luca are backstage with Top Stacks, and Tony said, "Remember, don't try to win the match. I want you to soften up Dragunov for me." So Dragunov went for his running uppercut right quick. Top Stacks jumped up, knee to the face. Tornado DDT'd him down. Then he started attacking the arm of Dragunov, like dropping knees down on it, snapping it down, bending it ways it should not be bent. And then he started working on the fingers of Dragunov. Dragunov got fed up, started fighting back, chops back and Top Stacks to the corner. Backed up, hit back-to-back running forearm shots. That finisher he does to pick up the win. After the match, backstage, Dragunov's getting his hand and arm checked out. And Luca, the lawyer, the new mafia member of Tony's group, walks up and he says, "Tony the Don would like to invite you to his place next week. And here's the address how to get there." And Dragunov's like, "I know where the restaurant is." He said, No. You're going to his home, his mansion. So, pretty sure Dragunov next week's going to get his ass kicked by the Mafia guys and Tony's mansion. Next up, Duke Hudson of JC University took on Josh Briggs. What a friggin' match these guys put on. What a brawl, man. And Dijak was on commentary, which is cool as well. Josh Briggs, Duke exchanged punches, forearm shots. Then, this was funny. Duke Hudson power slam Josh Briggs down. Briggs rolled out of the ring. Duke Hudson jumped out of the ring, rolled him back in, delivered a sunset flip, German suplex off the ropes onto Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs rolled out of the ring again. So Duke Hudson rolled out of the ring, go after him. And this was kind of predictable. You can see how Duke Hudson looked behind him. So he was in position for Josh Briggs to Irish whip him back first to the steel steps. Josh Briggs fought back, top rope moonsault. Duke Hudson kicked out, did a Dusty Rhodes famous punch combo there. He went for the bionic elbow. Josh Briggs blocked out with the discus big boot right to the face. Duke Hudson answered back with a sunset flip powerbomb off the top rope. Josh Briggs got right up off of that. And back-to-back JBL-style clotheslines from hell. Josh Briggs picked up the win. I'm a huge fan of Josh Briggs. I like him a lot. After the match, Umafima, the North American champion, walked out amongst the fans. He said, "It's a good thing, Dijak, that you're actually here on commentary," he said. I went to the general manager, he said, last week, and he said, I wanted to defend my North American Championship at Stand and Deliver in a multiple man matchup, which is tradition. At Stand and Deliver, they always have the North American Championship defended in like a fatal 4-way, a triple threat, a 5-way, something like that. So he said, whoever won the matches between Dijak, Shawn Spears, Josh Briggs, Duke Hudson gets to face me for the North American Championship in a triple threat match at Stand and Deliver. That's going to be one hell of a match. Those three big guys, that's going to be one hell of a brawl right there. Your main event was Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, your NXT Tag Champions. Took on the Alpha Academy's Otis and Tozawa with Maxine Dupree ringside. If Otis and Tozawa won, they'll add it to the title match at Stand and Deliver next weekend, making it a triple threat. And Braun and Corbin win, it's just 1-on-1. Before the match, the OC approached the champions. He said, hope you guys win, because when we beat you for the titles to Stand and Deliver, we don't want to have to face other tag team. We just want to face you guys. And Braun and Corbin's like, you're pretty cocky coming from a guys that have to win a triple threat match next week. So I was like, wait a minute. So the number one contenders triple threat tag match between the LWO, Joaquin Wild, Del Toro the Faces, Nate Fraser, Axiom, the OC, is pushed to next week. No explanation why they canceled that match. Maybe it's because they had 7 matches booked and they only had time for 6 of them. They have done 7 matches before, so I don't understand why that match was canceled to next week. I was looking forward to it, and I got to wait a whole other week for it, which sucks. Anyways, Braun and Corbin starting the match off. Tozawa quickly clothesline Braun Breaker to the outside. Snap her Corona Corbin to the outside. Deliver a diving move through the ropes, knocking down the champions on the outside. Then Otis got in. Otis cleaned house. Spinning clothesline, spinning back fisters. Royal Strong Slam on Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker kicked out. So then he power slammed Baron Corbin down, delivered the Caterpillar. Baron Corbin kicked out. Otis overhead toss suplex both guys. Then he tagged in Tozawa. Tozawa and Otis, I don't know what top rope double team move they were going for, but Braun Breaker countered it. It was awesome how he countered it. It was amazing. Then he started getting a running speed going. He just destroyed Tozawa with one hell of a running clothesline. Then a running shoulder tackled Otis. Otis went over the ropes to the outside. The Braun and Corbin powerbombed Otis through the announce table. Then they got back in the ring, and Tozawa hit a Shining Wizard on Baron Corbin. Almost won the match, but Corbin kicked out in the nick of time. And then Corbin sit down powerbomb Tozawa. Picked him right back up again and flipped him. And when he flipped him, Tozawa landed on his feet and Braun Breaker smoked him with a friggin' spear for the 1-2-3. I love this tag team of Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. I love these double team moves that are coming up like that. Sit down powerbomb into a toss up and how the guy landed on his feet and Braun Breaker just smoked him with a spear. It was awesome. I can't wait to see who they're facing at Stand and Deliver, because they are a tag team. The LWO, Nate Fraser, Axiom, and the OC. Between Braun and Corbin, they're going to put on one hell of a great match at Stand and Deliver, I think. And the show ended with those 3 tag teams coming out in a 4-team brawl in the ring. Now, also, some stuff happened. Segments and that. Roxanne Perez delivered a sit-down interview, talk about how, again, she's sick and tired of people getting free title shots, or the same person getting the same title shot. So at Stand Deliver, she's going to take out Audrey Valkyrie and win that NXT Women's Championship. I hate this storyline, because Roxanne Perez is the one that constantly gets free title shots. Constantly is always in the title picture. So her saying that as the heel persona makes no sense. Then they show Audrey Valkyrie and what she thinks of the match of Stand Deliver. They showed an amazing, awesome tribute video package of Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes coming up to Jeddah as a tag team in 2022. All the highlights of the careers. How they were like always a tag team, more like brothers like a tag team. And how Trick feels about how Carmelo Hayes thought he couldn't be a single superstar. He was only good as being in his shadow. And Carmelo Hayes is pissed off that Trick Williams went singles as well. Carmelo Hayes talked about how he always carried Trick Williams now. Then they show Booker T and CM Punk talking about it. And Booker T said, at Stand Deliver, Carmelo Hayes going to get his ass whooped. Trick's going to whoop that ass. Saruka, Blair Davenport, they showed the history between those two women. Saruka suffered an injury, which took her out for a year and a half. The storyline is that Blair Davenport's the one that did it to her. So Saruka's back. So next week on NXT, she gets Blair Davenport 1-on-1 in the ring. Rich Holden came out, and he announced he's retiring. I was kind of shocked about this. He said, I'm a former rugby player. I went to wrestling. I don't have much experience, much training. He said, I've injured people, which I'm not. I feel terrible about. Big E's one of the ones he injured. So he said, I want to step away from wrestling, train, get better, so I'm not much of a risk factor in the ring with other wrestlers. Then he left. I don't know if this is part of his storyline they're doing or he actually has retired. Because honestly, he is green in the ring. He's not all that great. He messes up a lot of moves. He's injured on at least 1 or 2 more people besides Big E. So hopefully him stepping away from the ring and getting more training and that will actually help out in his career there. Noam Dar, Metaphor, took over the production truck and announced that next week they're going to have a Supernova Session talk show segment with Audrey Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez, and they're the host for Stand and Deliver. That's it, folks. Definitely check out Duke Hudson vs. Josh Briggs, Braun Breaker, and Baron Corbin against Otis and Tozawa. What a match that was. Lola Vice and Natalia. That was an amazing match as well. Check out Dijak, how he just destroyed Shawn Spears, put on an amazing performance. The other 2 matches were very fast. Nothing very exciting happened. And next week on NXT, they have Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams going to talk face-to-face before the big pay-per-view match on Saturday next weekend. And the Supernova Sessions with Audrey Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez segment. And the only match announced for next week's matches is Blair Davenport versus Saruka. And LWO versus Nathan Frazer. And Exion versus the OCs, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. And a number 1 contenders triple threat tag match, where the winners will go on to face Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin at Stand Deliver. And talk will Stand Deliver. That pay-per-view is stacked. You got Dragunov Tony the Dawn for the world title. Audrey Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez for the Women's Championship. You got Uma Fima defending against Josh Briggs and Dijak in a triple threat for the North American Championship. That's going to be one hell of an awesome match. You got Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. They're going to tear down the show, baby. That singles match. Then you got the tag team title match. The only other match I can think of they can add to Stand Deliver is possibly Thea Hill versus JC Jade. Or like I said at the beginning of the video, Thea Hill, Jordan, and Daisy Duke against Kaden James, Izzy Dame, and JC Jade in a 6-woman tag. The only other match I can think of they could add to Stand Deliver is possibly, there has been like some backstage thing there with Joe Gacy and Shawn Spears. That's 2 weeks in a row now. So maybe Shawn Spears versus Joe Gacy on the pre-show maybe. Stay safe, everybody. To sweet bye.